Okay, welcome everyone. Good to be here. So let's start this morning by finding our physical body in space. So take a moment here, place your palms on your thighs, and explore whether you'd like to keep them down today or perhaps flip them up, whatever feels more comfortable, more natural to you. And then just lift your toes up gently and slowly place them back on the floor, feeling your connection with the earth beneath you. And I invite you to close your eyes here. We'll start to tap into the physical presence as it is this morning. Notice the grounding of your feet against the earth, your hips in the seat of the chair. And as you inhale, imagine your spine getting longer from the tailbone right up the back of your body, along your neck to the crown of your head. Now as you exhale, just keep the length there, so pull the lower belly in gently and feel the sensation of length in the back of your body. Let each and every exhale and each and every inhale come through your nose. And just allow the breath to be what it needs to be today. Just a few soft, gentle breaths, feeling your physical body and how it connects with your breath. The inhale expands the rib cage and the lungs. And with that exhale, it's a sense of letting go, a sense of softening throughout the body. Now we're going to add a little bit of a new practice to our breathing today. We're going to make a humming sound with the exhale. Doesn't need to be loud. As a matter of fact, keep it gentle and soft. And no one is listening to you, so don't be afraid to let this sound happen, but just to feel the vibration as it occurs. So we'll take an inhale together through the nose, and then a humming as you exhale. Let's continue a few moments with humming breath. Not listening to anybody else's inhale and exhale. Everybody's is different. Everybody's length is different. So work with your own breath here. When we use this breath, that gentle vibration softens everything. It gives us a place to pay attention, but yet to let go. Let each exhale as you hum bring you a little bit further inside. Find that connection here, that softness. And let's take 2 full sessions more, meaning a full inhale, a humming exhale at your pace with your breath, and one last one. Breathe normally through your nose. 2 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. Feel your breath. Just notice the difference when you're not humming. It's always nice to compare sensations so that you notice if there is or isn't a change, if something's working or not. And then bring both hands to prayer, fingertips towards your chin. Nice, deep, full inhale. And as you exhale, bring your chin down to your chest. Bowing down in a little bit of a prayer here. Release the hands to the thighs and slowly flutter open the eyes, opening up, lifting the chin to neutral. Take your right ear over to your right shoulder and take your right hand, add a little bit of gentle weight here. Nothing too bold, just adding some tension. Keep the head where it is, release the hand, and turn your chin down towards your right shoulder. Push your left shoulder back gently with its own body weight, not with a hand. Just move it back energetically in space. And then roll that chin around to the other side. Left ear to left shoulder. Take that left hand, a little bit of a tug here, just moving the ear away from the shoulder. Head stays, release the hand. Turn your chin towards the earth. And then just roll it to center. Inhale, rise up to neutral. Lift the arms, take a nice big lift up, interlace your fingers, flip the palms, press them up. And as you exhale, round your spine, pull your belly in, and drop those palms towards your ankles. Let's take that up again. Inhale, press into your feet, back bend here. Exhale, big round cat spine. One more of our seated cat-cows. Inhale, take it into that back bend. And really round the spine here. Now let the hands release, and we're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time. Let the shoulders come up to the ears when you get there. Roll them back and down. Let's take 3 big shoulder rolls, moving to the back of the room first, and then taking them forward. And then let's lift both arms up again. Reaching toward the ceiling, one arm at a time, as though you were climbing a rope, right arm and left arm, or left and right, whichever feels good to start with. Just moving the side body gently, moving the spine like an S shape. Leave the hands lifted, palms face one another. Flip the right palm to your right, and then slowly lower that hand down. Flip the palm and bring it up. Take the left palm outward, lower it down. Inhale, bring it up. Now both palms face one another. We're going to take a big turn over to the right. Both hands outside the chair, pressing into your thighs. Lift up through that spine again, and look to your back shoulder. So you've got a beautiful spinal twist going on. The hips stay facing forward. The breath continues to move through the body, right? Never holding the breath. Inhale, rise back up, and take a big twist to your left. Same thing here on the other side. And like we did before, take a moment to notice if one side feels different than the other, right? There's a tightness maybe in the left side or the right side of the body. Gaze is soft, neck is parallel with the ground. Feet are anchored to the floor in front of you. Inhale, rise up again. We're going to add on to this bit of a flow. Arms come down. Left hand stays, right arm comes up and over your ear. Beautiful. Keep reaching that arm over and hug that right hip into the chair. Exhale, lower the hand back to where it started. Inhale, reach them both up. Take this big rainbow over to your left. Right arm stays, left arm sweeps up and over the ear. Left hip dropping into the chair, reaching your fingertips away. Exhale, lower that hand back down to where you started. Inhale, rise up. Big twist over to your right. I'm going to add on here. Left hand stays, right arm comes up and over your ear, just like we did before. Now this time, look down, drop that right hand outside that left thigh. We've got crisscrossed arms come up into eagle arms. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and exhale, round the spine, elbows to navel. We're going to take 2 more of these, work with your breath, let the inhale take you up, and follow your wrists or your elbows with your gaze. If you bring your eyes in that direction, it usually gives you a little bit more space. Now come back up to neutral. Elbows line up with your collarbone, and let's just pump them up 3 times. Beautiful. Release the arms, take it as a big circle, rise up. Twist to your left. Right hand stays, left arm up and over the ear. Exhale, look down, left arm outside right thigh. We're crisscrossed arms again. We're going to come back up into eagle arms. Lifting the elbows, following fingertips. Exhale, big round spine. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come to fold. And one more, just like that. Now come to that neutral. See if you can bring those elbows in line with your collarbone. You have 3 little pumps here, up toward the sky. Big sun circle, rise up. And slowly float the hands down, rolling out the wrists. And then come toward the edge of your chair. We're going to work on some sun salutations. Take your feet with you, starting with your hands in prayer. Squeeze your thighs together here. Press your feet into the floor. Get really strong through your lower body. Inhale, coming to cactus. And as you exhale, round the spine, roll down your shins. Now inhale, come halfway up, press into your shins, lengthen the spine. Keep the neck long as you look out at the floor in front of you. Now exhale, roll it down. Big sun circle, arms rise up, gaze up. Bring it all back to your heart. Adding on here, inhaling to cactus. Exhale to roll on down. Inhale, find your half lift, flat spine, gaze is soft. Exhale, fold. Now left hand stays, right arm sweeps up for a side twist. Keep reaching the fingertips and gazing towards your pinky. Lower it down. Take the left arm up. Gaze toward the pinky if you can. Exhale, lower down. Now press into those feet, rise up with that sun circle, gaze up. Bring your energy to your heart. One more, just like that. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, roll on down. Come up to your half lift, long spine. Exhale, roll. Left stays, right sweeps up, beautiful flow. Work with your breath, let it come back down. Opposite way, let your inhale lift you. Exhale, lower. Big sun circle once again, palms up. Energy to heart. Beautiful. Let's extend the arms out in front of you and then round them as though you had a ball. So we've got this ball in the hands, right? There's a little space between the fingers. Lift your elbows up so your shoulders drop down. If your shoulders are up near your ears, think about lowering them, like you had a long pair of earrings on. You want to move and find that space. Now press into your feet. As you exhale, we're going to twist over to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale to left. Inhale to center. Now adding on here, exhale to twist. Now inhale, lift the ball up, stay in the twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Raise up with the ball. Exhale to lower. Inhale to center. We have one more. Exhale to the right. Inhale, lift the ball. Exhale, lower. Come back to center. And one more to the left. Work with your breath. And back to center. Lower the arms down and shake it out. Let's separate the feet to a 45-degree angle. Toes are facing the corners of the room. And take the left hand to the hip and the back of the right hand inside the right knee. As you exhale, slide down and press the back of the arm into the leg and the leg into the arm as you roll your top shoulder to the ceiling. Now inhale to slide out, and let's reverse that. Left hand slide down, keep that firm connection so the foot is pressing into the floor. The big toe is really active here, and that top shoulder rolls upward. Inhale to slide out. I'm going to add on, option to always take option A, which we just did. Option B will be extending the arm. So coming down, pressing the lower body and upper body together, rolling your shoulder to the ceiling, and then maybe lifting the left arm up. So you have this nice open chest here. As you exhale, bend your elbow, bring it back to your hip, just like you came in, and slide out. And we'll take this on the other side. Same thing here. Make your connection here, press your foot into the ground. That's going to give you stability to roll your shoulder to the ceiling. Lift your arm up, reach up rather than reaching down. Think about using your left side body to get higher up. Bend the elbow, take it to your hip, and slide out. And we have one more option, C. Exhale to slide down. Roll the shoulder, lift the arm. Next option here is take the hand behind the head so the elbow reaches the ceiling. One more breath here. Now extend the arm back up if it's bent, take it to your hip, and slide out. Beautiful. We're going to take this on the last side here. sliding down, rolling the shoulder to the ceiling, lifting the arm up. If available, hand behind the head. Elbow reaching up to the ceiling, keep pressing back like the open butterfly wing. Extend the arm up, take it to your hip, and slide out. Let's take the arms out into a T shape. We're going to take the left elbow down to the right ankle. Right arm reaching up. Inhale, breath to center. Exhale the other way. Inhale to center. We're going to take 2 more to each side, coming down, lifting up, lifting up. So we're really starting to fire up that core here. Instead of using momentum, think about the middle of your body, bringing you back up to center. Lower the hands down. And let's toe heel the feet in. Start to work your ankles now. Really work through that and pedal it out. Take the arms back out into a T. We're going to bring the left elbow to the right knee. So we're going to lift up lower and upper body here and take another added twist. And work without momentum. That means take the leg back down slowly, right? We can just drop it, let gravity help us. It's harder to work slow. You know, that's like my favorite line. You've probably heard me say that a million times. It is. It's more difficult. If you go fast, momentum's doing all the work. Come back to center. Float the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders to the front of the room. 3 big shoulder rolls. And release. Extend your right leg onto the heel. So there's a slight bend in the knee. I know at home my feet aren't showing me exactly, but we've been doing this before, and I think that my cues will help you here. Let's just point and flex the foot. So when you flex it up, I want you to think about bending the ankle so that the toes are facing the shin. So you're really working through the leg, the ankle, and the foot. Now come to neutral, open it up, and turn it back in, just like you were windshield wipering. A few more times to each side. Now come to center, use your big toe and draw a circle. So flexing the feet. Now I know if you're in sneakers, you don't have as much flexion here. This might be something you want to do at home, and take it the other way. Now slide the foot in. We're going to lift the leg up and take hold around the shin. Draw the shin in close, so sit up really tall. Rather than fold forward, see if you can bring the knee closer to your arm. And then take hold underneath the hamstring. Extend the leg out. We're going to do that same flex and point. We'll make some circles here with that big toe and take it in the other direction. Now option here to keep a hold for 3 breaths, or release the hands and see if you can keep the leg out on your own. Nice. Slowly lower the foot back down. And come toward the edge so you can wiggle out. Be careful where you're seated on your chair. And then we're going to take this on the left side. So leg comes out, slight bend in the knee, we're on the actual heel, and taking that flex and point. So when we come up to standing, we work the muscles in the feet. Come to neutral and open up and back, windshield wipering. And come to center and draw a circle with your big toe. Take it in the other direction. Slide the foot in. We're going to lift the knee up, take hold around the shin to start. Draw the knee close to your left shoulder if you can, sitting up nice and tall. And then interlace the fingers underneath your hamstring, extend your leg. Same flex and point here, a little different energy. And now option to stay here with the foot neutral, toes facing the ceiling, or release the hand and work a little bit more with the core to keep yourself lifted, also the quadricep. Bend the knee, lower the foot, pedal it out. We're going to turn both legs to the right. So we're sitting side saddled in the chair now. back leg, which is your right leg, cross it over the left. So that's what's going to be dangling to the front of the room. Beautiful. Inhale, lift both arms up and take them to the back of your chair. So hands take hold on the back of your chair. You can use this as a little added traction to turn yourself to face the back of the room. Again, we have 2 more beautiful breaths here, not holding breath, breathing fully from the tailbone to the crown of the head, exhaling fully, and 1 more, just like that. Now uncross the legs, lift both arms back up. Take hold of your left wrist, plant your feet, and take it to the back of the room. So use the pulling of the wrist to open up your left side body. Your rib cage is moving away from your hip up to the ceiling. Inhale, come to center, float the arms back down. Now we're going to take that left leg and bring it outside the chair, coming into a seated warrior 2. So the left leg, the knee is in line with the hip if that's possible, and you're on a flexed toe. Push the heel to the ground. Really activate your ankle here, your calf, and then roll over the toes, pressing shoelaces if you're wearing them down to the ground. So the top of the foot is facing the earth. Now come back to neutral. That means a little bit of a flexed toe here. Inhale, reach the arms up just like we did before. And as you exhale, you're going to rotate towards me. Left arm to one wall, right arm to the other. We're in a seated warrior 2. Now flip your palms as though you were pressing the wall away. So fingertips to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now flip the palms up and take a back bend. Peaceful warrior in the chair. Come back to your warrior 2. Press your palms away. Get strong in your shoulders here. Flip your palms up and take it peaceful again. Come back to warrior 2. Press your palms away. Last one here. Flip the palms up and a peaceful. Come back to warrior 2. Now sweep that left arm low. Warrior 1 facing the side wall. Release the arms down and slide that left knee to meet the right. So we're sitting side saddle once again. We work a little bit of core here. Take your arms out in front of you at shoulder height. Palms are facing one another. So as you exhale, with the flat back, start to lean back. Now if you have any lower back issues and this doesn't feel comfortable, just extend your arms out and hold them there without leaning back. Inhale, come to neutral. So lift up, beautiful. Keeping your arms out here, and when you come back, keep your chin neutral. Don't tuck it down. See if you can keep it long like your spine. Exhale, come back. Inhale to neutral. Now we're going to add a little piece on here. If it's uncomfortable for you to lift one leg at a time, you're just going to keep doing what we were doing. Back and forward, back and forward. Otherwise, exhale back. Now lift your right knee and lower. Lift your left knee and lower. Come up to neutral. Let's take that again. Exhale back, one knee at a time. Slow, remember, resist momentum. Come back to center. Release the hands down. Shake out your shoulders and turn towards the front. We're going to take this over onto the left side now, so both knees swing around to start. Back leg, left leg crosses over right, foot dangling to the front of the room. Both arms reach up to the ceiling, and a big exhale, twist to the back of your chair. Using those hands, and maybe those hands can help you lift your spine up. Think about your shoulder blades here behind you, dropping down away from the ears, and a nice long spine. We have a few beautiful inhales and exhales, staying in the seated twist. Next inhale, arms come up to the ceiling, and exhale, float them down. Uncross the legs. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take hold of your right wrist and bring it to the back of your chair. So just a little extra side bend here. Exhale, release. Now take that right knee and swing it around to the front of your chair. Same thing here, we're going to work on Warrior 1 and Warrior 2. So your knee is in line with your hip, your toes are flexed, and we're going to push that heel away. Really press there. And then roll over it, shoelaces, top of the foot down to the earth. Then come to that neutral, nice flexed toes. Inhale, arms up, we're in Warrior 1. As we exhale, rotate chest to the front of the room. Arms split wide, beautiful. Press the palms away. Flip them to the ceiling. Take a back bend, peaceful warrior. Come back to your Warrior 2. Press your palms. Really work as though you're isometrically pushing the wall away from you. Flip your palms up. Take that peaceful once more. Come back to center. Last one here. Palms are pressing the wall in opposition. Palms flip up. We take a peaceful warrior. Come back to Warrior 2. Now sweep your right arm low to the ground. Swivel to face the side wall. Reach your arms up. We're back in Warrior 1. And exhale, lower them down. Let's swivel to the front of the room. And pedal out the feet. We're going to come up for some standing now. So make sure that you move your hips towards the edge of your chair, and this time bring your feet behind your knees. You want that little bit of a Z. If your feet and ankles are in line like a table, then you're going to have more difficulty getting up. Now options here, palms are pressing into thighs or hands are on your chest. We're going to come up to chair pose with a little bit of a hover, and then we're going to come back down. So if you need to use your hands to get back into the chair, please do so. We don't want anybody to fall. So work through firming your feet first. And they can be either toes touching or hip distance apart, but no more than that. And we're going to take the hands either thighs or chest, yogi's choice here. Start to shift your weight into your feet, lift your hips up, and then gently push them back. Now keep your spine at a 45-degree angle. We're not at a flat back here. We have one more breath. And slowly take yourself back down. Remember, hands to the chair is an option, otherwise a slow return back. And let's take 2 beautiful breaths here. Next time we'll take chair pose again, and then we're going to come all the way up to standing. So shifting your weight forward, arms in either position here, hips move back, and the option here now to extend the arms alongside the ears, coming into a full chair pose. Inhale, reach up, take it to a back bend, arms behind you. Exhale, draw them to your heart. Beautiful. I'm going to take that again. I'm just going to move back slightly so everyone can see me. Everybody here is fine. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, float the hands into your back pockets. Press the hips forward as you roll your shoulders back, gentle back bend. Inhale to center. Take the arms up again. We're going to take hold of the left wrist and bring it over to the right. Nice side bend. Let that left hip come out as much as it wants to here. Come to center. Take the right wrist, pull it up, and take it over. This time, right hip's moving out to the side wall. Inhale to center. As you float the hands down, roll out those wrists. Shake out the shoulders. And let's come to the back of the chair. We're going to do a warrior sequence just like we did seated. So I'm turning my chair just for the viewers at home. Everybody else is behind. Make sure you have room behind you to step back. So starting with both hands on the back of your chair, we're going to step that left foot back at a nice wide 45-degree angle. So the toes are turning out. Make sure you have room to bend your front knee. Knee is not hovering over the toes. Pull it back slightly. Make sure your chest faces the back of your chair. So arms can come up in Warrior 1. You can always keep a hand on the chair if you like. Otherwise, both arms are lifted up. Now we're going to take that same opening Warrior 2. This time our chest will be facing in the room here, the windows. So open up Warrior Two. Your right arm is forward, your left arm is back. So the arms are not to the side walls. One is forward, one is back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now straighten both legs, lift the arms up. Take hold of that right wrist and take it to the back of the room. Both legs are straight here. Beautiful. As you exhale, come back into Warrior Two, the knees bend. Now drop your front hand to the chair, back arm up and over to the front of the room. Extended side angle. Come back to Warrior Two. Straighten both legs, lift the arms overhead. Take your right wrist, pull it behind you to the back wall. As you exhale, bend your knee, you have Warrior Two. Drop your right hand, left arm up and over. Come back to your Warrior Two. Now we're going to pivot on the ball of the foot, hands come back to the back of your chair. So we're in a nice high lunge here. So we're on the ball of that back foot. If balance is an issue, you're going to keep your hands down. Otherwise, let's try a high lunge here on the ball of the foot. Ears away, shoulders away from the ears, I should say. One more breath, keep reaching up. Lower the hands and then sweep that back leg forward. Pedal out the feet. And we'll take this on the other side. So I'm just turning my chair, everybody here is fine. And Tanya, you're going to do the different leg because I noticed you were on the wrong leg before. That's okay, just switch it up. I don't want you to do the same thing twice. Make sure both sides are even. We're going to step that right leg back, turning the toes out. That front knee is nice and bent, again, in line with your shin and your ankle rather than over your toes. Just draw it back slightly. Facing the back of your chair, both arms come up here. We have a beautiful Warrior One. Facing the front of the room and reaching fingertips high. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to rotate left arm forward, right arm back. We have this beautiful Warrior Two. Straighten both legs, reach up. You're taking your left wrist now and bringing it to the back of the room. That's it. Yes, the other back, not the front back. Warrior Two again. So bend the knee. Beautiful. Lower your front hand. Take your back palm up to the front of the room. So reaching forward now, not backward. Come back to Warrior Two. Straighten both legs. Lift the arms up. Take your left wrist, bring it behind you. So just think you're going in opposition. If you're reaching back now, which way are we going to go afterwards? Forward. First we're going to come to center, bend the knee. Drop your front hand, back arm up and over to the front of the room. Nice, everyone. Come back to Warrior Two. This is our last one. Legs straighten. We reach the arms up. We take the front wrist and we bring it overhead to the back. Bend the front knee, we have that Warrior Two. Drop the front hand, back arm up and over the other way. Beautiful. Come back to Warrior Two. Now we're going to pivot on the ball of the foot, bringing both hands to the back of the chair. We have that high lunge. Looks just like Warrior One. Front knee needs to be bent. We're stabilizing on the ball of the back foot. And maybe arms come up for balance. Take a nice deep breath in here. Keep lifting up even higher. Pull the low belly in. Imagine your spine getting longer by pulling the belly in. And then slowly lower the hands and step that back leg in and pedal out. Let's turn the chair around so you're facing the seat of the chair. I'm going to be sideways again, just so you can set home. So we're pretty close to the seat of the chair. Feet are in line, toes are facing the front of the room. Let's take your hands to your hips. Now we're going to step the left leg back just like we did before, heel to heel alignment. So step the foot back with the toes turned out. We're keeping that front leg straight this time. Take your arms into a T shape. Right arm forward, left arm to the back of the room. I'm going to go this way for a moment. So when this foot comes back, it's in line here. If you're standing here, you're not going to come down to triangle. So step this foot a little bit back further, almost in that tightrope type look. Right, beautiful. So you've got your right arm forward, Your left arm back, take the right arm to the seat of the chair and the left arm up, triangle pose. Beautiful. Now press into both feet and imagine reaching up rather than reaching downward. So you can be on knuckles here, you can be on fingertips, or you can be on a flat palm. Beautiful. Now press into both feet, rise up. Take your hands to your hips and step that left foot to meet the right. I'm going to take this on the other side. So the right foot's going to step back, again, in line with the front foot. Right? We don't want that wide stance. We want to be able to have the hips open to the side wall. So when we open our arms, there's no struggle. Left arm is forward. Yep, right arm is back. Reach toward the seat of your chair. Top arm is reaching the ceiling, bottom arm finds a place to rest down. Sometimes if you're very tall, the seat might be too far away. That's where a block can be helpful. One more breath, keep reaching up. Now press through your feet, rise back up. Take your hands to your hips and step that back foot forward. Pedal out the feet. We're going to take one more. So with both feet facing the front of the chair, we're going to take both hands down to a flat back. So take a moment here to notice where your thighs are. Imagine them pressing a wall behind you and look down at the seat of your chair, but keep your neck in line with your spine. Now take the left hand to the center of the chair, bend the left knee, and sweep the right arm up. Exhale, lower right. This class is ending, you can't come in now. Right knee bends, left arm comes up. And we're going to take this 2 more times to each side. So the knee that bends, that hand plants. Don't forget to bend the knee. You put too much pressure on your spine. Bend the knee with the hand that plants. One more to each side. Just even yourself out, left and right. Lower the hands down. Now come to that flat back once more. We're going to bend the elbows and lower the crown of the head to the seat of the chair in a forward fold. If you have vertigo and this is not comfortable for you, stay in the flat back. Otherwise, eyes to thighs. So let the head be heavy here. Lengthen out the back of your neck this time. Now press into the palms, find your flat back once more. And as you exhale, round down again. Looking towards your knees or your thighs, your ankles. Let the head be really heavy. Press back up to your flat back. Now walk your hands to your hips, slightly bend your knees, and come up. We have one more here. This time we're going to step the left leg back at a short and wide stance. So we aren't foot behind foot. We're just going to step the foot back like this. So take that foot back, both toes, both feet are still facing the center of your chair. Right hand is on the hip. Left arm comes to the ceiling. Now as you exhale, take a big twist to the right side of your chair. So cross the midline of your body. Other arm is up. Yeah, other arm. Yeah. Come up and then come over. Beautiful. Yes. That right hand is going to stay on your hip. Use it to open up your right shoulder a little bit and open the chest to the side wall. Think about your heart smiling to the side. Exhale, lower the hand. Walk them to center and step that back foot forward. Hands to hips and roll it up. Right foot's going to step back, just a short, wide stance here. Both hips are facing the seat of your chair. We haven't changed anything in the front body. Left hand stays on hip. Right arm comes all the way up. And then we cross the middle of the body all the way to the opposite side of the chair. Now that left hand's going to roll your hip and shoulder to the side wall. One more breath. Lower the hand to the chair. Walk to the center and step your back foot forward. Now release the hands, let them be a little bit low, and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Let them dangle. Last thing up is the crown of the head, shoulders to ears, roll them back and down. And then let's turn the chair around, face the front of the room as we started. Prepare any belongings or anything you might have. And we're going to come out to the right side of the chair. left hand on the side of the chair. And we're gonna come up into tree pose, and you're all familiar with tree. You can either keep yourself on the ball of your foot with the toes flexed. You can come up to the inside of your shin, or you can come up to the inside of your thigh. Now take a moment here to that standing leg, right? I'm exaggerating my lean in here. Think about pulling it up here and being tall. Now we're going to work with something different today called proprioception. Take your right hand to your chest. Now I'm going to ask you to keep that left hand on the back of the chair because this is going to be challenging on its own. Gaze is somewhere soft, so I know you might be looking at me. Try to soften the gaze and really not look at anything. Now move your gaze over to your left, just keeping this same pose here. When you make the switch to look somewhere else, the body will change, but you adjust quickly. The more you practice this, the better balance you get. Now take your gaze up. So we're keeping this beautiful tree pose. Now take your gaze over to your left. Take your gaze back to center, and then if you'd like to play with a little extra balance, you can come to a pinky or an index finger, or maybe lift up. Whatever happens, happens. We practice balance by falling out and coming back in. Some days are good, some days are not so good. And then slowly release your left hand, release the right hand, and pedal out the feet. And we come around to the opposite side. We're going to take that same tree pose here. So starting with the hand for support, bringing the leg to whatever feels comfortable for you, and then really grounding through that standing leg. Pull the hips so the leg is nice and long. Left hand to heart in prayer. Find your steadiness first. You can always play with the balance with fingers. I like that little bit of a challenge here. And then take your gaze over to your left. Now take the gaze up so the eyes are traveling, the chin is traveling. And just notice how things change. Take a moment to realize what's going on. Like the core gets really activated when you look up. And then take the gaze over to your left. Sorry, that's your right. We did the left already. Opposite side. Now take it back to center, and option 2, work with balance here. And then gently lower the right hand, release the left, release the leg, and pedal it down. Let's take a big inhale up. Exhale, roll the wrists out, float it down. Take another breath just like that. Inhale up. Roll it out. And one last standing breath. Make this one really big and full. And exhale it out. And then come to sit. Come a little bit closer toward the edge of your chair here. We're going to take the right leg, lift it up, and swing it out to the right. Swing it back to center. Swing it to the right. Swing it to center. Swing it right and lower it down. Now we're going to extend that leg out onto the inside edge. So you're going to need to shift here. You want to keep your torso facing forward, and the leg is long. So if you had jeans on with a seam, the seam is facing the ceiling. The toes are facing forward. Beautiful. Take your arms out into a T shape. Now press the wall away just like we did before. Now flip the palms up, and let's drop the right hand and come up and over. Gate pose. Keep reaching away and turn your torso to the front of the room. Notice if you're dipping down. Open up here. Open up the heart. Now come to center. Flip your palms to face the earth. Now the left hand's going to reach up to the ceiling where it meets the wall. We have this beautiful diagonal move here. That right foot's hugging the ground to keep you stable. Come back to center. Press the palms away. Really, really work your triceps. Flip the palms up. Take it over. Keep reaching away and rolling your left shoulder to the ceiling. Maybe take your chin up that way as well. Come back to center. Flip the palms down. Fingertips reach to where the ceiling meets the wall. So we have this diagonal move. Come back to center. Now this time a little bit different. Lift both arms up. Take that left wrist, reach it up, and bring it over. See if you can roll open and upward here. So the ears are in line with the arms are in line with the ears. Release, and then one more diagonal reach to the crease up there. Come back to center, float the arms down. Let's swing that right leg forward. And out. Lift the left knee, and a little open gate. We're going to take 3 of those, coming back, working through the inner thigh here, working through the entire leg from the hip flexor. Last one, lower the foot, and then you need to pivot so you come to that inside edge of the foot. Seam of a jean is facing the ceiling. Arms come out into a T. We're facing, Judy, face me. Okay, okay, yeah. Flip the palms, press the wall away. Turn the palms upward, drop the left palm, right palm up and over your ear, gate pose. Reach up and away, roll your heart to the ceiling. Come back into warrior 2. Reach the fingertips where the ceiling and the wall meet here. We got that beautiful diagonal move. Hug that foot into the ground. Come back to center. Rest the palms away. Flip them up. Take your peaceful gate pose. Gate pose, not peaceful warrior. Similar. Come back to center. Reaching up, diagonal move here. Come back to center. This time arms lift up. We're going to take that right wrist, reach it up and take it over. Come back to open arms and our last diagonal reach here. Come back to center. Float the hands down. Swing that leg back in. And take a moment here to peel everything. Let's cross the right thigh over the left into eagle. Take your arms into a T shape, right arm under left. Finding either genie arms or eagle, whatever's more convenient for you. Lift your elbows in line and take a twist to your right. Come back to center, twist to the left. Come back to center. Now take off the shirt, arms open up into a big Y. Reach them behind you, lift your chest, and float them down. Now we're going to slide out so the ankle is on top of the thigh now. You might want to bring that back foot in a little. Just give yourself some more space. If this doesn't work, you can always cross it down here. No need to keep the leg up if it doesn't work for you. Take your right hand, gently open up, away from the knee though. Just a little bit of pressure here to open up into pigeon. Inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, you're going to reach to the center of the room. Flat back here, not rounding. Fingertips are being pulled by someone as your tailbone is pressing into the chair. One more breath here. Inhale, come up. And then sweep your hands underneath your foot and your knee. Gentle lift and a little cradle rock. Release that foot back down. Cross the left over the right. Thigh first, arms into a T, left arm under right. And we have genie arms, or we have eagle arms. Twist to the left, come back to center, twist to the right, come back to center, take off the shirt, big Y. Now flip the palms first, bring them behind you, lift your heart. Float them down. We're going to slide ankle over thigh now. Make any adjustments you need to come into seated pigeon. Left hand is going to gently open up here. A little bit more stretch in the thigh. We've done a lot of movement, so we shouldn't make it too difficult. Inhale, arms up. And we've got that flat back here. This is where the core really comes in handy to keep you long and lengthened. Imagine fingertips reaching further than you think they can. Inhale back to start. And exhale, sweeping underneath. We have that beautiful little cradle rock here, left and right. Just slowing things down gently. And then release that foot down. Take a moment here to take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the energy to your heart. We're going to take 2 more of those. Slow it down. Inhale, take it nice and slow, palms touch. Exhale, energy to heart. And 1 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into our final pose, Shavasana. So allow yourself to move back toward the back of the chair and use that support now. Place your hands either palms down or up. Take a moment to explore the sensation that feels right for you. And this time, as you notice your feet, instead of feeling grounded, feel a softness against the earth. Feel a sense of support. Just knowing that there is something underneath you, available to you, but no gripping, no tension. And allow that softness to travel up your shin and calf into your knee. Let it softly float behind your thighs and on top of your thighs, right into your hips. Let it come up through the center of your body from the navel right up to your collarbone. And then spread out down your right arm and your left arm, so the hands become very soft and gentle against the thighs. Let those shoulders drop downward. Let the warmth and softness spread into the jaw. Unhinge any tightness there, perhaps a gentle licking of your lips. Relax the eyelids. If eyes are closed, keep them closed gently. Just a soft shield. And notice the softness in your breath here as we sit for just a few minutes. I often get out of bed with pain in my chest and head, dreading having to do all that I need to. Inundated with feelings of stress, I might think my life is a bit of a mess. But as I get up and go about my day, you make me see all the little things that do go my way. Like a plate of delicious food, which can uplift my mood. Finishing a project and saying, the end, or all the time I get to spend with friends. Moving my body in dance and fitness, the pretty sights I get to witness. Being able to take a long nap, receiving a gift in the mail to unwrap. Experiencing even a minute of serenity is something I cherish, truly the best amenity. Before I sleep, I write all this down, which has the power to make a smile from a frown. So even if I wake up feeling sad, there's a reminder, it's not so bad. Begin to deepen the breath. Take a full deep inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Let it go. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale through the nose, nice full deep chest expansion. Nice verbal sigh out. 1 more just like that. Make this full, complete. And then bring your hands to your heart. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. Thank you for sharing the gift of your practice, the gift of your presence, and the gift of your spirit. May you all have a beautiful week ahead. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out in the rain. Those of you at home, thank you for joining me. It's good to be back. Good to see you. And have a beautiful week. Bye.